So the purpose of this is to provide a refinancing subsidy through CIC that will assist current SRO owners or prospective buyers with lowering their overall debt service and helping them to maintain their buildings' current operations as SROs. We want to secure long-term affordability, and we want to ensure the long-term operational health of these existing. So how will this work? Any developer, SRO developer, can complete CIC's application and underwriting process, whereas CIC will determine the financial need. Properties must utilize a minimum of 50% of private debt before program funds can be granted. The construction financing that was provided by CIC will convert to a permanent long-term mortgage once the properties are stabilized. That is where the SRO Loan Preservation Fund comes in. So the proceeds from that fund can provide up to 50% of a loan pay down upon refinance. So this helps to reduce the overall operating expenses to ensure the building's long-term stability. So in essence, by coming in with a loan pay down to basically chop a mortgage in half, that is cutting a monthly mortgage payment in half. And there is going to be a great cost savings for those SRO owners that are then able to pass those cost savings down to their residents. And again, a large aspect of this program is for us to create and maintain affordability. So owners may choose either a 50% AMI model or income averaging of up to 80% AMI for each 30% unit. So if any units are going to be going for 80%, then there must be an offset at 30%. Percentage of restricted units are going to be determined by the level of investment. As you can see in the table, the larger the investment, the more affordability that the city is going to be mandating. And this mandate will be maintained through a regulatory agreement that will run with the land. Our recommendation today is to approve the creation of the SRO Loan Preservation Fund, as well as approving the initial allocation of $5 million to this fund. SRO owners who have participated in our focus groups have already expressed a great deal of interest in participating in this program. And it is important for us to socialize this program to the best of our ability to all current and potential SRO owners. Thank you for your time. That's the end of the presentation.
Thank you very much, Ms. Stevens. Very detailed presentation. Thank you. We'll now go to questions, starting with Alderman Cappleman.
Thank you, Chairwoman Dowell. I'll reluctantly support this, but I still remain concerned that we're using resources to assist SROs that are 250 square feet in size when we can rehab studios and one-bedroom apartments for the very same cost. I understand this is for people who are at high risk for becoming homeless. Many of these people have a supplemental security income or no income at all. So they earn around 15% of the AMI. And this ordinance still has that group of people paying 60% of their income for rent. The fact of the matter is, there's no such thing as a market rate apartment for someone on SSI. They have to have some really extreme subsidies. It should be around $280 a month for their apartment. And that does not exist under this this ordinance. So I understand this is a pilot project, but I want a pilot project for my ward to do this very same thing, but I want it for studio and one-bedroom apartments, which would cost virtually the same, and it would allow people experiencing extreme poverty the ability to remain in their home should they enter into a relationship, or should they require someone to stay with them while they're recovering for an illness. People living in SROs don't have these kind of options. And I believe those with a very, very low income deserve better. So I will reluctantly support it, but I'm not happy about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman Cappleman. Will someone from the Department of Housing respond to what the Alderman is bringing up here, please?
If I could respond briefly to the entire committee, please keep in mind that this program is in addition to the other programs that we already.
I'm sorry, Chairman, could she identify?
Oh, I'm sorry, you're absolutely correct, Alderman Harris. Ms. Sorrell, would you identify yourself for the record?
Yes, sorry, Madam Chair. My name is Esther Sorrell. I'm the Assistant Commissioner in the City of Chicago Department of Housing Finance Division. I also manage the Asset Management Division, which is the author of this program. To reply, please keep in mind this is a pilot program that is in addition to all of the other programs that we have in-house to do those very concerns that Alderman Cappleman has raised. We learned a lot from the pandemic in that the city relied heavily on SROs to house a very vulnerable population. And in return, those owners, relayed to us the issues that they were having with the city and the support that they needed in order to remain operational. So while we definitely understand and want to respond to your concerns, we feel that this also is a niche that needs to be addressed. And we would like to continue to work with you and work with our other programs to address the concerns that you have in your ward for studios and 1-bedrooms. But we don't want to lose any more of these buildings. As you could see from the graphic that Lisa presented, that we've lost 40 SRO buildings over the last few years. We don't want to erode that number anymore. We know that many SRO owners do keep those rents at a level that is attainable for people on very, very low income. And we want to be able to preserve that so they can continue offering a lower rent while we also continue to work on creating and rehabbing properties with other funds that we have in the department.
I would just add that those rents and these SROs are around $500 or $600 a month, and their SSI check is $840 a month. So it's not realistic for someone living on SSI. Anyone on SSI will tell you that. And I want a commitment from Department of Housing. I want a pilot project in my ward for people to have remain in studios, 1-bedrooms. That's what I want. Thank you.
Thank you, Alderman Cappleman. And I'm sure that if it's a pilot program, it would be citywide, as we probably have other areas that are experiencing some of the same issues that you're experiencing. But your point has been made.